I was obviously a very good student, quite hard-working. I started Latin in standard 5 and Greek in standard 6. And I did Latin and Greek from those years right through to matric and right through my BA at Rhodes. I got a first-class pass in JC and a first-class pass in matric, and I came first in Port Elizabeth as a gold medalist. And I also won a senior bite to be the best student to go to Rhodes from matric. So I had quite a substantial position. I was mixed up with a girl from when I was standard 8. And we were true loving right through our school life. And also at varsity. She came up to Rhodes a year after me. And I was tied up with this girl, so much so we were getting, well, as young people we were talking of getting married in due course. That's sort of, so I had a peculiar situation because I was already tied up with a woman as a young boy. I was at Rhodes for 3.5 years. I took a straight BA, Latin and Greek, and logic and ethics, a double BA I took. Then I was offered a scholarship to Oxford in classics. It's a 2-year course called a Greats course. My father couldn't afford to send me to varsity. The scholarship was only for 1 year, so I couldn't take it. I then decided that whilst I was taking my LLB, I would be articled. So I became articled to a firm in Grahamstown, one of the biggest firms in South Africa at the time, Bell and Hutton, and there I had a tremendous education. I used to do cases and all sorts of things when I was there. And a very good, thorough education in law. Obviously I was the best Latin and Greek scholar. I had tremendous testimonials from my professors, and I was also the best law student that they ever had there, according to my professor at the time, in McCarran. I then got my LLB, and I was looking what to do. Ultimately, I joined a man in Port Elizabeth as a partner, straight from college to a partnership in a firm. And I earned big money even the first year. I never looked back. From the day I started in practice as a lawyer, I made money all my life. All my life. Plenty of money. I left my children a lot of money. I don't know if you know that. I made trusts, which I gave to my children. Came to a lot of money. Anyhow, when I started law, I did civil law for the first 6 years doing my partnership. After 6 years, we dissolved partnership, and I went out to North End. Then I took up criminal law. And I specialized in criminal law for about 30 years. I became the best lawyer in Port Elizabeth for criminal law. Also a bloody good lawyer in others. I was a good lawyer altogether. I found my meteor. My meteor was not classics, but law. When I used to stand on my legs and cross-examine a man, I could feel the strength in my arms. I was a funny chap. I used to get mixed up with women. So after when we left varsity, the girl I was friendly with went to up a place called Crickfortown, near Kimberley, to teach. And then she got mixed up with a Gentile. And we sort of fell apart. Ultimately, she married this Gentile, and he became a Jew. He became a Gaiad, an Orthodox, became a Jew. Bess, my wife, met her afterwards. We became good friends. And this woman became... I got mixed up with other women in the meantime. 2, in fact. We were specializing, 2 women. One was one woman, 2 years. This woman married one of my best friends. In fact, after Bess and I met, we met in 1931. She came down to Port Elizabeth on holiday. When I first looked, I didn't get excited, but we came together, and after about a week, I fell in love with her. And we became, we became true lovers, you see. And we were going to get married. And we did get married about a year afterwards, in 1932. I told you that I was earning big money always. I came up to Joburg 1 year up to see the family of one of the girls I was friendly with, that I was intimate with. And there I went to a dance. I took that girl, never mind who it is, to a dance at the Carlton Hotel. And there I met my cousin Joe Spilkin with his girlfriend, whom we married his wife afterwards, who was Bess's best friend. And there I met a dark little girl, pretty girl, but I wasn't very interested because I was very much tied up with the other girl, was my girl. It was Bess. I met Bess. Then afterwards I met her in Portsmouth. And I say we fell in love. Now this is rather funny. Charlie Tuckett, I want to tell the type of chap your grandfather is. She was leaving on a Sunday, and Phil Pearl, a pal of mine, a doctor, a dentist, had booked her for a dance at the hotel, at the Park Hotel, for the Saturday night. We clicked on Thursday night. That's when we realized we were going to get married. We talked on Thursday night, we decided we were going to get married. We were together till 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, lovely. I had a beautiful Packard car, 2-seater. I had a lovely voice. I sing to Bess. That's how I caught it, I was singing. I had a very fine tenor, beautiful tenor voice. And I sang it, as I told you, in public. Feather Market Hall, in City Hall, in other halls. There's a woman called Toby Kushnick, very well known. I sang at her wedding. And that's when Bess was at the wedding. Now, I didn't eat while they were eating because I was going to sing. So after I finished singing and they were all finished, I started eating. So Bess turned to look at the husband the way he's eating. She made a joke about it. Anyhow, we got married in 1932 by the chief rabbi, Hertz in Joburg. Now, in those days, they didn't have a marriage on Sundays. So we were registered on Thursday afternoon. So my marriage shows that I was married on the 29th of December, although I was, on the 3rd of January was a civil, religious marriage. So when we got married on a Thursday, I said to Bess, "Now we're married, what about it?" She said, "Nothing new, you wait till the Jewish wedding." We never had any, weren't like modern people. I never touched my woman before I married her. And my wife was a virgin when I married her. I believe I was very much in love with her. I loved her all my life. And when we were very old, we were very much, one day she turned around to me and said, "Jay, I don't know what I'd be without you." I'll never forget as long as I live her saying that. I never got such deep satisfaction. And it was when my wife told me that we were in our old age. I loved my wife very much. I was always faithful to her.